Hello there, and welcome to another Built With Anywhere workout, where if you have a dumbbell, you have a trainer. For today, we're going to be doing a 4-cycle workout. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, a minute of work, and then a full minute of rest, okay? So 4 cycles. You're gonna set your clock for 19 minutes because that last minute is gonna be indefinite, right? So let's get into our movement patterns, okay? So the workout, so you know what we're getting into, is listed right boop, here. Okay, so your first movement you're gonna do is you're gonna go into dumbbell snatch, okay? You can also do kettlebell snatch, but again, whatever piece of equipment you have, and also on this workout, you can mix and match pieces of equipment if you need to or want to, okay? So let's get into this thing, all right? So behind me, I've got all this different stuff. I've got a pair of dumbbells. We're gonna go through the workout as having a single dumbbell, as well as a pair, and also a single kettlebell, okay? So that's what we're gonna go through, and we're gonna mix and match some different things as we go through it. Awesome, okay. So first motion we have here, we're gonna start off with that single dumbbell, which is what you're gonna use no matter what. Either a single dumbbell, or you're gonna use your single kettlebell, okay? So I've got a 50-pound dumbbell, and I got a 70-pound kettlebell. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do alternating dumbbell snatch or alternating kettlebell snatch, okay? So with using a dumbbell I would say is a lot easier movement pattern to work with, okay? The snatch is a lot more advanced, okay? You have to know how to receive the kettlebell over your head and not break your wrist, okay? So how to receive or tame the arc on this thing, as it's called, okay? But anyways, so when we talk about kettlebell snatch, we're talking about keeping that back nice and flat, all right? So as I go to the kettlebell, the dumbbell, I'm sorry, it's between the feet, chest is tall, letting my hips drop, okay? And then I'm gonna drive out of those legs and bring that dumbbell overhead in one motion. Now, if the dumbbell is heavy, okay, you can start to receive the dumbbell more into your legs by getting that second re-dip of our knees. So what I just did prior was a muscle snatch, no rebending of the knees. On this, into our power snatch actually, so I come up off the ground, okay, rebend of the knees, then I extend fully back up, comes back down, reset those, switch those hands, okay, power snatch, all right? And so when would you use the power snatch? Well, it's a lot more economical because you're using more of your leg, and legs are generally better for muscular endurance. But let's say you're a strong individual and you want to get a lot of repetitions out of it, well then go ahead and muscle snatch, and when you need, you can switch over into that power snatch, okay? From the side, we still have that ramrod flat back, chest is tall, weight shifted towards my heels, drive out of those legs, shoulders, then finish with my arms. Comes back down, switch, and back up, okay? So just like that. Now, with our kettlebell, we wanna really, most of the time with a kettlebell snatch, you're not gonna alternate hands on every rep, but we're gonna play around with this as we go. We still wanna incorporate that hike method on each repetition. You're gonna get probably less reps, just because you're gonna focus on that hike. So what I'm gonna do here, I still got that triangular position that I'm gonna make with my feet and the point being the kettlebell. Hinge at those hips, keep those knees out, chest nice and tall. I'm gonna grab that kettlebell, I'm gonna hike it between my legs, swing, and overhead, right? Comes back down, then I put it out back into that same spot, hike again, okay? Back down, switch, and we just keep going like that, back and forth, okay? And we keep moving and alternating like that. Every single rep is a hike method. We don't really want to work on that vertical pull so much, especially with the heavier bells like that, but we really can groove into that hike method on each rep, alternating through that, okay? So we're gonna do 45 seconds of one of those things. Then you're gonna breathe and recover for 15 seconds. We're then gonna go into dumbbell thrusters. Now, if you have one dumbbell for this, you can switch your hands whenever you want, right? If you wanna do three, if you wanna switch every single time, that's fine. If you wanna think you can get away with like 10, Or if you think, hey, I'm gonna do 10 on my right, and then when I come back around on the next cycle, I'll do 10 on my left. Whatever you wanna do, okay? But as many thrusts as you can get in 45 seconds, okay, if you have that single dumbbell. So with my single dumbbell, okay, I'm gonna start on my right hand, bring it up. You can see the elbow is nice and tall. I've got one of the heads resting onto my shoulder, set like so. I'm gonna drop into a squat, heels, okay, knees out, chest, drive, and press, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 on the right. I'm gonna switch. You can see I swing my leg through my legs a little bit, up to my other side. Okay, 3 on my left. Okay, and just like so. Now, if you're saying to yourself, hey, the single dumbbell is gonna be easier, it's not, okay? You're putting your body through a challenge by only addressing and supporting one side, okay? So it's not an easier motion by using one dumbbell. Far from it. It's a lot harder if you ask my opinion, okay? But if I want to load double into it, get myself more load onto it, I'm going to do the same exact thing. The dumbbells now will go both onto my shoulder like so, and from the side, I'm going to dip into that squat, maintain that flat back, drive through the legs, press, reset, press, reset, press, okay? Just like that. So that's if I have a double. Now, if I'm using kettlebell, we're gonna have to work on that good front rack position on that kettlebell. And what we have on that, so as I bring it to my shoulder and clean it up, you can see that it's into the webbing of my pointer finger and my thumb, goes down to the butt of my palm at a diagonal and sits across my body like this. Not like that, okay? Across my body like so. When I squat, I keep that elbow up to keep that good shelf. Squat, press, press. Okay? Switching whenever I need, but very, very challenging, okay? One thing that will help is if you get a sweatband, place it right there, give you a little cushion for that kettlebell to sit on top of. Okay, so 45 seconds of those, you rest 15 seconds, and then we go into our kettlebell swing / dumbbell swing, okay? So whatever swing you want we're gonna go overhead. So these are gonna be American style swings, and so we wanna just pick what we need, okay? So I'm gonna start with my kettlebell. I'm gonna work into that overhead position like we've talked about. Your overhead is your overhead versus my overhead. They're completely different based on your mobility and biomechanics, so choose accordingly. So again, we go into that position, triangular position. We're gonna hike that kettlebell, lock our back flat, weight shifted towards the heels, head's neutral. I hike it, swing between my legs, overhead, squeezing everything tight at the top. And we go for 45 seconds of that. If I'm using a dumbbell, well, I only need one dumbbell for this. So I grab my dumbbell. I'm going to hold it by a sword since we're going overhead. I'm going to swing it up between the legs. Overhead. Okay, same motion. Hinge, squeeze, hinge, squeeze. Okay. Awesome. Okay, 45 seconds of that goes by. Rest 15 seconds. As you can tell, I'm already starting to breathe, and I'm only demoing this. So, because it's gonna be an awesome, awesome workout. So, next thing you got, we're gonna do a minute of burpee over dumbbell or kettlebell. So I'm gonna do this from the side, so you can see what I'm gonna get after here. Got my dumbbell set like this, right on my side. It is parallel to my body. I'm gonna go down into that burpee, chest to the ground, back up, feet come in, jump over, burpee on this side. Jump over, and that is our burpee over object. If you use a kettlebell, it's gonna be higher, right? So kettlebell is gonna look like this. Okay, handle right with my body, same thing. And then jump over it, okay? Just like that. All right, so we'll do that for 1 minute, and then we thankfully get a minute of rest. Oh, thank God. Okay? So then we repeat that whole thing for 4 cycles or 19 total minutes, right? Love it. So that is our workout today. So remember, if you like these workouts, thumbs up. If you love these workouts, well then slap that subscribe button and get them sent to you every day. So I'm Coach DRT, and I will see you next time.